Oh, bollocks. Well, I have been a complete imbecile. I've forgotten to unplug the battery while the motorcycle was in transit for the past several weeks, and it is dead. So I had to go and buy a whole new battery. It's all charged up, ready to go, ready to be plugged in, and hopefully it works. Alright, battery test 2. Ooh, that sounds quite healthy. Now, I'm not going to turn it on just yet because 1, we're inside, and 2, I discovered another problem. So apparently there's still a massive amount of excess heat emanating from the exhaust pipe, which has faded the paint off the VIN plate, which is, bad. But fortunately, it is engraved, a number is engraved, so that'll still help me for registration. But I would like to preserve as much of the paint as possible and hopefully get that replaced by the DMV. Now, to play it all safe, I have swapped back to the original big old muffler since I can't find anyone near me to correctly dyno tune or knows how to dyno tune. So the safest option is to revert back to original stock, zero out the power commander so that it's practically doing nothing. And it is sad that I have to swap it out, but this is California, and the free-flowing exhaust which I have here may or may not be compliant, but I'm going to leave the power commander in for now in case I find someone who knows what they're doing or I learn how to tune the system myself. Here's the map, and to be honest, I have no idea what I'm looking at. So apparently, like, if you zero out all the cells, basically what it'll do is it will not add or subtract fuel level, throttle positioning to the power commander, acting as if it was not plugged in. So we are going to adjust all of this, and then we're going to leave the power commander 5 in just in case. Alright, everything's back together, the map's been zeroed out. Now I'm gonna go take it outside, but oh wait, first I got to put in some new mirrors. During the move, those who are handling it knocked out the bar ends, so the mirrors are broke, so I had new ones ordered in. Also the end caps, which were just held in by tape, got torn off. Now because one of this mirror side got knocked down and broke, the handle that was holding on to the mirror itself scratched the paint here, so I'm quite annoyed about that. In addition, there's a few other scuffs here, you can see there. Probable signs that the movers may have dropped it. And also another indent right there, which I don't recall. Well, hopefully nothing mechanically is broken. Alright, let's install the new mirrors. There are other people here. Anyways, while they're rambling on, I've also noticed here probably got bumped by the moving company. So rear wheel here looks a little bit misaligned, so I'm gonna go adjust that before we take it out. Checking the chain slack. I think it feels pretty good. Everything's checked, in place. Moment of truth. Will she actually start? Let's choke it a little bit. A few seconds will do. Here we go. It's alive! Okay, I don't know if you can see it really well, but it is steaming quite a lot. I don't know if this is good, if someone can tell me. If you noticed earlier that on higher revs it's still puttering quite heavily until I shift it and rev the engine, it goes back to normal. Maybe that something has to do with the power commander still installed, but it shouldn't be doing anything. It's completely zeroed out. I have decided to remove the whole power commander unit. It was straightforward, but it was not easy. And considering that this in particular is not California compliant, I thought the safest option would just be to remove it altogether, since I have to do a full inspection and I don't want to get caught with it. So hopefully tomorrow, whatever problems I had has been addressed with the lean running, signs on the spark plug, the overheating pipes on the other side of the exhaust. Hopefully this also will fix the rough idling issue. I would test it now, but it's almost 2 a.m. in the morning and I need some rest. So the power commander is officially off, and I have to say the rough idling and sputtering has stopped. It's still revving pretty high, so I have to adjust that manually. It's gonna get a bit loud. So we're near the tail end of November, and it's still warm enough for me to ride. If it was just in New York, impossible. It's snowing over there. Mainly I'm just going to do a reshoot because the first video I filmed for this segment, let's say it didn't go very well. This is a little bit terrifying. So many cars. Now Plattsburgh didn't have this many people, and it is slightly terrifying. Buddy Nathan from Deerthorn, he lives not too far from here, so I know exactly where I'm at. You know, this was supposed to be a simple, you know, errand, and I just wanted to extend it. I'm having fun here. My turn. not noticing anything wrong other than the steaming exhaust straps, but that might just be me, you know, overthinking. And going back to stock, everything nice and tight. I firmly believe everything is back to